Now, you do not find stuff like this every day. This is why I go to the charity shops every week. This is why I get up early at the boot sales for moments like this. Have a look what's in the bottom of the cabinet here. This is so sad, right? Last night I was genuinely really excited for today. Ian, the master of pieces, hobby eBay reseller. It's Wednesday. It's the first proper charity shop trip of the year for me. I did pop in last weekend just to drop some stuff in. Didn't scratch the itch show. I'm keen to get around there, find loads of bargains to resell on eBay. I'll also run you through at the end of the video what's been selling on eBay as well. Stay around for that. But let's hit those chazzers. I always like to look at old school board games. Look at this, MB Games, Fraidy Cats. It's a retro box, isn't it? $1.99. It's got the dog. Lots of pieces in there as well. Board's a bit warped, but it's a pretty old game, isn't it? The last one of these sold went for about 20 quid plus postage. Prices in America are much higher than that. We'll get this one, probably have a game of it first, then sell it on. It's Lofty off of Bob the Builder. Only £1. I usually pick them up, but you've always got to check the hook.
Daddy, guess what I found?
What have you got there? Downfall. Great spot. This game does really well usually. 2 quid. Gotta watch that, it's got all the pieces in. But I do have a Downfall set at home which is incomplete. So either way I could use this to complete that set or sell this on its own if it is complete. Great find. I've got it spotted on the shelf here. Nintendogs. There's a golden retriever. Made by Tomy. There's a couple of these listed up for about 20 quid all in, but no solds. Other similar dogs only look to be going for 3-4 quid plus postage. Cool item I've not seen before. There's not much value in it. Look at this Tonka truck down here. Tonka Recycling. 72. Reduce, reuse, recycle. It is 5 quid. No solds for this one. A brand new in-box one has gone for 15 plus postage, so I'm not picking it up. But Tonka's a great brand, I always look it up. Looks like this is electronic actually.
Guess what I found?
No batteries in it. That is going to be a big bulky item to store that could potentially hang around for a long time as well. Here's a good example where I'm being a bit more picky. Look at this huge Barney plush. They want 4 quid for it. And on the run up to Christmas, this was going for 20 to 30 plus postage. Solds look to have tanked, and they're on about a tenner at the minute. It's an absolute beast. That's going to take up a lot of room in storage, and the profit just doesn't justify that. Keep an eye out for this brand here, Mini Champs. They make really detailed, high quality die-cast cars, motorcycles, vehicles. In fact, in the back of my garage, I've got a MotoGP Mini Champs model signed by Nicky Hayden. This one though, £1.50. This is a Paul's Model Art Porsche. For this scale, brand new inbox, should be looking at about 20 quid all in for that. Larger scale models of more popular vehicles like the Formula 1 cars, you can be into the hundreds. Pair of black high top Converse. 4 quid. Reasonable condition. I always look at that back label there. If that's really scuffed, I don't usually bother, but that's not too bad. For 4 quid, you've got to be picking them up. We have found another Lofty. This one does have the hook, but it's £2.50. Not going to be enough in it. Monopoly, Wales flag. Wales Cymru edition Monopoly. What does that say? $3.99? Can't make it out, but it's been checked, so that's good. Solds on the run up to Christmas, about 20 quid plus postage. There's always going to be collectors out there who are going to want this. That has got Jurassic World written all over it, hasn't it? You can tell by the style.
Daddy, I found
Jurassic
that
World
one.
tag. It is missing the bit off the side there. And it is 2 quid. Indominus Rex.
Thomas Wax.
His mouth is a bit loose.
But it's
Because-
not. Daddy, it's not loose because.
Oh, that's how it works, is it? Pull down the tail and he chomps. I was going to say we're not going to get it. But I think you'd like that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
There we are. You're into your dinosaurs. Actually, I stand corrected. On the side of him, there's a little piece that comes out. Click the button, and then it goes in. So he is 100% complete. I'm in two minds about this one. Spectrumorphs Collector's Edition. Complete case files, loads of DVDs. But it's a tenner. The box is nice. There aren't many collector's editions up there. They're all just the box set DVDs. I don't know if that's really going to add any value. Solds are on about 20 quid all in. I just don't think the collector's edition is going to add enough value to make that worthwhile. But look at that up there. Touch of Frost. Complete Collection Volume 1 and 2. Now this should come in a cardboard case, but this is Series 1 to 18. They want £2 each. I will check all the discs are in there, but solds of this are looking at about 30 quid. What is handy is it tells you how many discs are in each box. They're all in a bit of a jumble, but they're all there. So that is a nice little find up there. Just hanging up on the rail here. Nike Manchester United official shorts, 3 quid. Bit of a stain up there. But generally for a white pair of shorts, they don't look too bad. So we haven't had much luck with Bob the Builder toys yet, but I still always look them up when I see them. These ones are only £1.50 each. Now this one is called Muck, and this one is one to look out for. He goes to 8-9 quid plus postage, something like that. So we'll definitely be getting Muck. I'm just looking at sold listings to see whether these are worth picking up to bundle. Individually, you might get 3 or 4 quid plus postage and at £1.50 each. It's just not worth the effort. Have a look at this old bear here. It's massive. Nice red ribbon around his neck. And this is a brand I always look out for. You can just see Merry Thought. Made in England. Give him a shake. He laughs as well. £2.99. He's been here since the middle of December. But some of these old Merry Thought bears, I mean this isn't old. Look at that, there's the label there. Some of these old bears you can look at triple figures for. I need to do a lot more research into this one. Literally just dived in here to escape the rain. And there's a beautiful pair of old school Nike Total 90s. Check them out. Bit rough around the edges, but they're only 5 quid. Screw-in studs at the bottom. They're not the top end model, but they're UK size 11, real popular size. Great looking boot. We'll get them. Have a look what's in the bottom of the cabinet here. Original Ninja Turtles bus. Loads of characters. There's April in there. Looks like it's got, is that Raphael, Michelangelo at the front, Leonardo at the back, Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady. That's class. 20 quid. Don't know if that's pricey or not, but we're getting it. That is so cool. That'll be going on the shelf. Now you do not find stuff like this every day. This is why I go to the charity shops every week. This is why I get up early at the boot sales for moments like this. Now granted, I didn't sound too excited at the time, but trust me, my insides were all over the place. This could be one of my most favourite charity shop finds so far. Now I've laid it all out on the table. All of it is straight from the late 80s. Tons of Ninja Turtle figures. And that party wagon there. 20 quid all in, sold as seen for everything. Absolute bargain. Now I have never come across a party wagon out in the wild, and this, considering its age, I think is in excellent condition. Granted, it's not 100% complete. It is missing the orange wing mirrors, and if I open this up, the little tab that keeps this spring-loaded door closed is missing. That is wedged up in there, just on that little lug there. But, ping it open. Mechanism works well. Got the original seatbelt in there. It is a bit dusty, is a bit grubby, but I don't mind that whatsoever. That'll clean up really nicely. Stamped on the bottom there, 1989 Mirage Studios. The thing I like the best about this though is the quality of the stickers. They are immaculate. Foot stinks. Boot the foot. Check that engine on the back there. The sticker on the spoiler is a little bit rough, bit of edge wear at the top. Listing value for this, in this condition, anywhere from £50 to £70. And tucked inside the wagon was this. This is called Cheapskate. Pretty apt, isn't it? The mechanism on the bottom works. Flick the tab up. Boot comes through the front. The ones I've seen on eBay, this is chewed or missing completely. There are some other little bits that should go with it. But even so, that's worth about a tenner plus postage. And now onto the figures. We've got 4 Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Raphael and Michelangelo. And another Michelangelo there. Missing Donatello. But that's not to worry, I've already got a complete set of the turtles and I pinched some of the weapons and extras from these to go on my other ones. So these are the ones I'm keeping for my collection here. Full set of turtles, but now you can see Raphael's got his weapons and turn Michelangelo around. There's the nunchucks there. I don't have weapons for Donatello or Leonardo, but I'm always on the lookout. Now onto some of the more niche characters. First up we've got Old School Shredder, and if I'm honest, I don't particularly like the style of this model. Granted, he is missing the cape and that might beef him out a little bit more. I like the newer versions of him when he's in his full armour. Still, nice to have in the collection. This is a random one. This is a foot soldier. This is worth about 20 quid all in. Decent condition, still got these blue little tabs on there. These are great for the collectors because in the cartoon there was absolutely tons of these, so you can never have enough of these in your collection. This one surprised me a lot. This is April. You'll have to look a bit closely, but the colour of her arms and legs are different from the colour of her torso there. But generally she's in really good condition. Nice Turtles logo on the back. The face is in decent condition. Joints are a little bit loose, but this is the sky blue variant. This April figure last sold for 30 quid all in. Bebop and Rocksteady. We've got a knife and we've got this drill gun bit here. These two always bundle up well together and I often sell them as a pair whenever I come across them. I've never had the ones from the late 80s though. The ones I've found have always been more modern. These as a pair would probably go 20 to 25 pounds. And finally, we got Splinter. I've come across 2 or 3 of these in the past, but this is the first one I've had with his robe and his belt. That adds a lot of value onto this character. Even though he's missing his weapon, on a good day, he would go for about 25 quid. So totting up all of those values there, you're looking at about £200 worth of Turtles toys. But they're going nowhere near eBay. A collection like that is staying up on the shelf and will make a nice addition to the collection. So after hitting the listings on eBay hard on Saturday, the sales are starting to roll in on Sunday. Check some of these out. I only picked this one up Saturday when I dropped off the stuff in the charity shop. I found this sealed Game of Thrones Collector's Edition Monopoly for £3.99. If you see any sealed Monopoly for 3-4 quid, you've got to have a look at it because usually it's going to be worth a lot more than that. This one, before Christmas, was selling on about the £30 mark maximum. There are a few up there now though. So I had this listed up for 20 quid. Offer come in £15, meet halfway, £17.50, sold. Next up we've got a Jellycat Chameleon. Quite a cute looking teddy in a weird kind of way, isn't he? Bought a big bundle of Jellycats just before Christmas. This is one of the last ones to go. He's gone for about 16 quid. While we're on the theme of teddies, right, I sold this Bob the Builder. And I've seen this one out and about in charity shops 2 or 3 times since I bought this one. But I haven't picked them up because this has been a really slow seller. I bought this in the summer, 6-7 months ago. No real interest. But all it takes is the right buyer at the right time to come across your listing and the sale's there. He's gone for £12 plus postage. But because he's had such little interest, I don't think I'll be picking him up again. I sold a Transformer. This is Robots in Disguise Soundwave. Soundwave is always such a popular character. Doesn't really matter what line he's from. Generally does well. Got all the weapons. You can see he's got his little cannon there. Just a really nice looking robot. Like the way the red wheels pop off the blue. I've got a couple of these actually already in the collection. That's why I've parted ways with this one. He's gone for 18 quid all in. Couple of PlayStation 1 games to show you now. First up, we've got Abe's Oddworld, disc only. That one's gone for £6.50 all in. And then we've got Time Crisis Platinum with the manual. Disc is in great condition. Box is in pretty good condition, actually. That one went for £7 all in. Now look, after postage and after fees, I'm not going to be making too much money on these. But the reason why I keep selling things like this is I think it's great to be able to put stuff like this into collectors' hands at a reasonable price. If there weren't people out there selling Transformers for so cheap, my collection wouldn't be half this big. So I do like selling items like this so that cool games are still accessible, even if they don't make the most money. A big bundle of Stephen King books here. Took a complete punt on them. They are old, they are battered, but the stories inside are still brilliant. That bundle there of 6 books has gone for £15 all in. Should go as a small parcel, and I didn't pay very much for these. I will always pick up Stephen King books on the off chance in case you do find a few gems, and even if they aren't particularly valuable, you can still bundle them up. Now this is a class book. Check this out. Batman Hush Unwrapped. If you've not read any Batman graphic novels before, Hush is a great read. I've got the coloured one inside. This is kind of a black and white one with a little splash of colour. Really cool art style. That's awesome. Bought this at a car boot sale just before Christmas, £3. That sold for £12.50 plus postage. Let me take you through what's sold on eBay Monday and Tuesday. First up, I sold this pair of Adidas Copper AstroTurf boots. Now I don't usually pick up AstroTurf boots. They just don't seem to be as popular as studded boots. And I think it's because the modern day AstroTurf pitches can hold a stud quite comfortably. But these were in fantastic condition, great size, UK size 9, so there's always going to be a demand for that alone. Paid £4, they've gone for just under £20 all in. Next up, check out this pint glass. Bit random, I know, but I bought 5 of these Beavertown Bones pint glasses for £5, so £1 each. Look at that, they've got a cool kind of skeleton hand wrapping around the bottom there. That went for £10 all in. Decent pint as well, actually. Next up, I've sold a whole wad of PlayStation 1 games. First up, shout out Gary. Thanks for your support, my friend. He picked up this Lemons game. It's got the instructions in it. That one went for £9.50. And then Owen Morgan on Instagram messaged me remember I picked up that big PS1 bundle. He went through the games and said when I list them up, he's interested in these. And he stuck to his word. As soon as I list them up, he messaged me and we come to a deal. We have got Duke Nukem, Time to Kill, Loaded. That's a cool cover. And Exhumed. All of them shoot 'em ups. All of them look like great games. Owen and Gary, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. While we're on the theme of games, this one I never bought with the intention to sell on and make profit. We got PlayStation 4 Transformers Devastation. Now, I bought this game in the summer, in July, for £16.50, something like that. Played it, completed it, really good game. But I'm not really going to go back to it and play it again. There's too many other games out there. I stuck that up on eBay, and that sold for £35 all in. Keep an eye out for it. Good value in it, but also a good game. Not sold a Schleck dinosaur for a while. This guy is called a Carnotaurus. Pretty ugly, not your conventional dinosaur. Good jaw movement there. Pretty good condition actually. You can see these spines could be quite easily damaged. That one there has gone for £10 plus postage. And in this bag here, I've got a Thomas the Tank Trackmaster with 7 or 8 carriages. This is from a really old bundle that I've listed, and this was the last one to go. But I tend to find that if I'm in the mood of listing things and things are selling, you know, I just picked up all that Trackmaster. It kind of brings old similar listings back to life. That there has gone for £7 plus postage. And a final sale, a bit unexpected actually. This has been just sat on the store for a long time. I sent this off to MGC for grading. It's a 1997 Futera Beckham card. Only got a 7, but that one there has sold for £25 plus postage. Really chuffed with that sale. Nice to see that some of the cards still hold a bit of interest, and it gives me a bit of hope that some of the others I've got listed might gain some traction soon. And so far I've had a couple of sales on Wednesday. Sold this Muppets Race Mania PlayStation 1 game, no manual, that's gone for £20 all in. And I also sold this new Scrabble original set, barely played with. This was our own personal one, but I've replaced it with a better quality one. That's only gone for £8 all in. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Nath T, who was the first commenter on my last video. I will be making a note of all the first commenters on all of my videos this year. I'm going to put it all in a book. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But if you haven't left a comment already, get one in below. You might be the first one. Guys, keep an eye out for the shorts videos. I'll keep you updated every day with either stuff I've picked up or stuff I've sold. My next longer video should be out next weekend. Catch you then.